let's go ahead and jump on over to the game reveal because we've got a lot of fun. George Costanza just shows up in the strangest of places, and by strangest, I mean in my stream. But hey, it's good to have you here, George. Go have fun, slide on by, and let's go ahead and bring it. This is personally my favorite GM in all of Kusog7ande. Okay, please welcome me. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Katamari Singer. I am Mr. Sunshine today, and I am going to be given a video game out, although I think we have a co-commentator because they are very familiar with this game. Let's reveal it. We've got Mikuyama coming to commentate with some Cutthroat Island.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, it is the G of GDQ. No. Which letter are you? You could be the A. You're the A of GDQ.
I'm the A of GDQ.
That stands for awesome.
Which is the second letter of the G of the GDQ.
I mean, okay, whatever. You're a guy. Don't be an A, Mike. Don't be an A.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I won't be an A, although this game is an A.
Yeah, it definitely is a little bit rough. I mean, I gave out the Super Nintendo version, though, and I don't think it's really different at all, except for possibly a little of the music.
Yeah, I think the only differences between the versions is that the Genesis is going to have fartier music and sounds, and
you just love
I don't
the
remember
farts.
Exactly, but I don't remember being that farty, and like, you know, the Genesis version, you want to play with the 6-button controller, but other than that, I don't think there's really any meaningful gameplay differences.
Okay, that is good to know. Yeah, the main reason that I gave out the Super Nintendo version was because I could find the manual.
That's fair.
That's literally the only reason. By the way, I am streaming Discord or OBS through Discord, so if you want to watch it live, you can watch it through there, but don't listen to the audio because you'll just hear yourself and me. And also, I'm working on capturing right now, so it's going to look hideous. Don't worry about that too much. With that said, Mike, I know that you have been very busy. I'm glad that I was able to dig you out of your little busy bee hide. You little busy bee, you. Yeah. What have you been... If I may ask, what have you been up to? Anything exciting? Nope, I guess not. That's fine. Nothing exciting for Mr. Mikuyama.
I muted myself by accident right as I was talking.
What an awesome guy. You muted yourself right when you started talking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so, okay, you're not muted now. What have you been up to? Go ahead and talk a bunch.
All right, well, we're going to announce GDQ dates and what we're doing soon, most likely this week. And also, I don't know, I've been up to, like, I've taken up, like, some walks and the like recently, just, like, through meetups and the like. It's pretty relaxing and you know, a good way to meet people. And I've also been playing some Rogue Legacy 2 and Gunfire Reborn, both very good games.
I forget, is Rogue Legacy 2 fully released, or is it still in early access? Because I played some of it and I love it.
It is fully released. It was fully released, I think, this summer.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get back to it then, because I forgot. Yeah. It's really good, though.
It is really good, and there's a lot of replay value to it.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, even in the early access state that I played it, I mean, come on, the original Rogue Legacy came out in early access as well, and I think it was one of the early successful examples of how early access can work. Like, seriously, it was fantastic. So I'm gonna have to get back to that.
Yeah, the first game is great. Like David says, the second game can be overwhelming because there's just so much to it. But I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I'm curious what overwhelming means in that sense. I thought the first game was a little bit too short. In my opinion, I just, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. When you want more, that's a sign that they did a good job with the game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, beating all the secret bosses definitely helps for the first game. That definitely
Oh, I guess I
gives you
didn't
more
find
content.
them.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of secret bosses are like, I don't even know if they're hidden, but it's like post-game bosses after you beat the game once. In the first game, I don't remember exactly how it works because it's been so long since I played the first game, but yeah, it's there's at least like 5 or 6 post-game bosses in the first one. And the second one also has a bunch of I don't know about post-game bosses, but like upgraded versions of the bosses that add a new challenge to them.
Okay. Ooh, good. We're getting some audio. Yeah, if you watch through OBS, you can still open up Tina's stream to listen to the beautiful sounds of the game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this isn't quite as farty as Genesis, but it still wasn't too farty, the Genesis version. With that said, we've got our 4 players here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Mike, I feel like you're the person who loves this game the most.
Love's a strong word for this game. I don't know if I love it.
That's as much as I can say, Mike. Like,
okay, but I do find it funny.
Yeah, I think that we'll very quickly get to what I think is the funniest part of the game. I actually sort of like some of the later stuff. Oh my gosh, someone in chat is saying, I'm glad you enjoyed our spiders yesterday. Okay, Mike, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV lately. And 8 people rode on mechanical spiders and surrounded me for no good reason. And I was like, what the freaking crap? And it's this guy in chat, Silver Woofamute. It's your fault that you surrounded me with spiders. It was so many.
I must be the only person who has not played Final Fantasy XIV at this point. I've heard many good things about it. I've just never dove into it.
Honestly,
I'm a bit afraid it'll end my life.
I think that once you get past A Realm Reborn, it might start ending your life. A Realm Reborn is a little bit of a slog, in my opinion. Like, it's very early MMO feel. And then once you get to the first expansion, oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah. I've really enjoyed it. Honestly, it's getting to be one of my favorite Final Fantasies, and that's saying something, because there are a lot of them.
Yeah, I've heard even if you're more into like a single player experience or just want to experience lore or story, it's still like a good game to play.
Yeah, you know, Essentia, my sister, who
yes,
pretty
I
much
do know
never, she had never really played a single MMO before this. Yeah, she has almost beaten the final expansion. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, everybody get all of your best Cutthroat emotes and spam those, okay? Because we are doing the countdown. Swords, pirates? Yeah, pirates are good. Mine carts, if you have any mine carts, those will work.
Yeah, there's definitely mine carts, horse-drawn carriages, or just horses, if they make it that far. I know at least 1 or 2 people did the last time we had this on.
Okay, it looks like pretty much everybody has chosen to play as Morgan, which is fine. I didn't tell them who to play as.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any difference between the characters, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I do know that the last time we had this, everyone thought it was a miserable experience, which is why Sharif briefly picked it up as a speedrun. And yeah, so the first stage is just kind of like your typical beat 'em up stage. Like, there's not really a whole lot to it. When the portrait is flashing in the top left, I think that's a slight power up that you can have to do a power move. And And yeah, the boss is just gonna cheese them out, as you can see in Dragus Cloud screen, because yeah, he has an axe with a hidden gun inside it. So he just shoots you from full screen. So you have to block a lot.
I mean, honestly, axe with a gun, that sounds very, very useful. I mean,
it does,
when fighting.
It is pretty useful. Yeah. And very, realistic and accurate to history. But the thing is, like, the first stage is very short. Like, they're already at the boss. And it's not really the first stage that's going to be mean or mess them
not
up.
at all.
It's the next stage. The next stage is just pure trial and error, like memorizer. If they're smart, they'll write down like the routes they have to take, because it, like bro hinted, it's a minecart level, and you can only move up and down, and it's full of one-hit deaths.
We have seen people not clear the minecart level in an hour.
Yep.
And yeah, we're already there, 1 minute and 47 seconds in.
Jay almost got hit by the first rock.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, all of these are instant death. So, except for the pirates. You can run over the pirates, except for the fat pirates.
Yeah, you can't run over the big pirates with the hammers.
Like that one that Jay had just hit.
Yep. Oh, and the best part is there's no continues in this game.
There technically are if you get 30,000 points.
Oh, I forgot that. I either forgot about that or didn't know about it, but yeah, it's pretty unlikely you're going to get...
I don't think you're going to get 30,000 by this point, yeah. But the manual says that there are, if you earn them. I thought that they might start with a certain number of continues, and they do. That number is 0.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit... A little rude. But yeah, let me go ahead and share some of the lore here. I think people need to know some of the story, though.
Yeah. Also, it is worth noting that this is a movie-based game. Like this... And I think it came out around the same time as the movie.
Yeah. Actually, I'm having a hard time finding lore in the manual. That's not exactly super helpful. The intro here, let me go ahead and read the intro. They do have level by level lore, but the intro says this. Cutthroat Island features a special in-game sweepstakes, giving you the chance to win a trip to the Treasure Island Hotel, Las Vegas, movie passes, and more. The sweepstakes is open to residents of the UK, France, Germany, and Spain. You must collect all 5 of the treasure chest icons hidden throughout the Cutthroat Island trademark game. Answer all 3 questions shown on your screen correctly, and send in ye entry. For details on entering the sweepstakes and sweepstakes manual, see the official rules found in this manual. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Yeah, and they must be received by May 31st, 1996. We're a little bit late.
Yeah, just slightly.
I wonder if anybody won that.
I mean, we probably have at least a couple of players who were born after that expiration date in the contest.
Yeah, and if you are born after that, I think you can get your money back for the game. Oh, Tina is onto the minecart level, so is Dragus Cloud. Everybody is starting to get to the minecart level. Yeah. Big question, can you slow down or speed up?
No, you can only go up or down.
Well, okay, that's fair. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while because there's like no time to react to what's coming. Honestly, a lot of the times what you have to do in Kusog7ande is think, what can I do in order to make just a little bit more progress? And either taking notes or just really working on memorizing things is what's required here, because you are not going to get through it otherwise.
Yeah, there's just no way you're going to get through this first time based on reactions alone.
Yeah.
It's just too cheap.
Better hurry, the guards will be here soon. I don't think you say better hurry, but you literally can't control the speed. Come on, nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with that said, I would say that graphically the game is kind of cool. I love the attack animations, swinging around the swords as the main character. It looks really cool. It's just BS.
Yeah, the animation is pretty good. The sprites are a little small and I guess undefined, but but otherwise the graphics are like perfectly okay.
Yeah.
And and there's a good amount of background, and there's a decent amount of background detail. It's just like the game itself is just so badly designed and blatantly made to just be incredibly difficult for no good reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it was to prevent too many people from getting in that sweepstakes before the deadline.
They're like, nobody entered. It means that we made the game just hot enough. And the ones who did enter got the questions wrong. Like, does the game just pop up some trivia questions or something like, what year were pirates? And then it has like 4 different choices, and you have to make sure that you get it right. I don't know. What year are pirates? Very sophisticated questions here. You know, I actually think that for a game that's based off of a movie that is likely very over the top, having a gun and an axe is an acceptable design choice. I would bet that there's a guy with a gun and the axe in the movie. But I've never seen the movie.
I've never seen the movie either. What I do know about the movie is that it was a giant box office bomb, like really bad. It was also poorly reviewed, but like it had, like, looking at Wikipedia, it had a budget of around 90 million and it made $10 million in the box office. It might even bankrupted the production company that was behind the movie, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think that you are right. Yeah, Carol Co. Pictures worked on this, and
yeah, they're very much not anymore.
Yeah, let's see. They released lots of movies in the 80s and 90s, and their very last movie was Cutthroat Island. Yep. Last film, and then they became another company, it looks like, or sort of released. No, never mind. They released a few other movies under a different name, but like some of their movies are great. Stargate, that was a fantastic movie. Cliffhanger, they released that. It was distributed by TriStar Pictures. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, as far as I can see it, like.
Yeah, I mean,
legendary.
They were a successful movie company.
Oh yeah.
But it's just that a gap of $80 million is a pretty big gap. So yeah.
Pound Puppies and The Legend of Big Paw, that had to be their best movie.
Definitely. The one to conquer Beethoven.
Oh, geez, that was pre-Beethoven.
Oh, really? Okay, because I know that Beethoven, had the, I guess, dog supremacy of the 90s,
It really did, yeah. Although, what was it? Homeward Bound was pretty high up there as well.
Oh, true. Yeah, that was a pretty popular movie in the 90s, too.
Yeah. But, I mean, they did some of the Rambo movies. They did Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I'd say that this company got obliterated by the failure of Cutthroat Island.
Yep. And also, it tanked Gina Davis's career for a while. I don't know about anyone else, but I do know that it definitely stunted her movie career, because she was a big actress before this movie came out, and then you just didn't really see her in a whole lot afterward for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Also,
was she in what's it called? Mrs. Doubtfire?
She might have been.
Oh, she was okay. She was in Beetlejuice. That makes sense. Yeah, A League of Their Own, Hero. Holy crap. Okay.
And then, exactly. Like I said, she was a pretty big actress before Cutthroat Island. And then if you see her output after like Cutthroat Island, like there's like one movie right after, and then it's like some Stuart Little movies, but like her output is pretty bare. A part of that is that she did found her own institute on media, for like improving gender equality among like leading roles in Hollywood, which is a good cause. But at the same time, also, Cutthroat Island definitely put a noticeable dent in her career when she was getting regular work before. Before then.
Yeah, she had The Long Kiss Goodnight right after, and then 4 years after Cutthroat Island was in the Stuart Little series, which honestly, having 3 roles, some of the main roles in those, and with how popular they were with kids, I'd say that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's more movies than I've been in. Which I'm not going to talk about how many I've been in. Oh no, I just saw the name of her latest movie, and I cannot say that on stream.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go ahead and say it's Kitty Island, but replace Kitty with something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is the movie.
Meow Island.
Meow Island. I'd go to Meow Island. That would be fun. But yeah, she did some television after this, and I honestly know very little about her work for equality. That's really cool that she did that, though. But yeah, she launched the Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media, which I think is pretty dang cool.
It is.
What happened to my mouse? Why is it so slow? Mouse! I got a new mouse here, and it decided that I'm going to be really slow right now. So let's see if I can speed it up. Yeah!
She was in the She-Ra reboot. Oh, Huntara was that, like, person in the desert. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Okay, they're just buttons on my mouse that I can push to make it go faster or slower because, yeah, that's great. It's good for first-person shooters, but, yeah, how many of those have I been playing lately?
Well, I mean, there's always Gunfire Reborn.
I mean, you can go first-person in Final Fantasy XIV if you really want to. That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, maybe... But, Mike, did you know that, as GDQ had announced a few times, there is a free trial for Final Fantasy XIV? Okay, that goes all the way through
I've heard.
award-winning Heavensward. Yeah.
How many expansions have there been to Final Fantasy XIV?
There, 4.
3? 4? Okay.
Yeah. And let me just say, the first expansion is about as long or possibly longer than the first game. And is better than the first game. Like, the expansions are hefty. Okay, Tristan, you don't need to talk about version numbers. Sure, yeah, we're in whatever version, but there are 4 expansions.
By the way, worth noting that in the last 10 minutes that we haven't really been talking about the game, they're still stuck in the mine.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be here for a while. We might be here for most of the game. Like, I do like that, taking a look, a lot of people voted for Tina and Nacerius to take the victory. Although J-Hit and Dragus Cloud are both trying to push through and make some progress here. At the same time, like... Until we're through the minecart stage, there's really not much for us to talk about.
Yeah, and but it does look like these are 7-pointers, so they all got second in the first round.
Nobody's gonna get eliminated.
Yeah, so they're all in a pretty safe place. That being said, winning or getting in second puts you in a much more secure place.
J-Hit actually got through.
Nice. That was really fast.
Yeah, it looks like Tina got a game over. J-Hit is on to the 3rd level. Honestly, this is a huge step in the right direction, and this is where I feel the game starts to get a little bit interesting because you start unlocking some of the new moves with your sword, as well as finding that this level is not exactly linear. Although J-Hit might not know that for a while.
Yeah. What's interesting about this game is that even though it's a beat 'em up, it's not just left and right. There's like doors as you can see, it's not that obvious from the background, but you can actually go through some of those doors. I can't remember if it's like the actual doors or the open ones, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I played this game, but
Nefarious, good dodge. Nefarious is making very good use of pause strats, by the way, just pausing in order to think about what's coming up. I think that is the right decision for the minecart stage. Yeah.
It's a good way to learn it, or just make it more manageable. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, but the pause strats, they're working. I think, unfortunately, there's a big troll right at the end of the level.
Yeah, where you like have to go up and down or down and up like really fast.
Yeah, I love seeing people innovate. I think Nefarious might be through the big difficulty right there. There might be one more coming up, though. No!
Oh, no.
Paused and was able to see the tree, but it still wasn't enough time. When you're using pause strats and you see the tree off in the distance and still cannot adjust, that is when you know that they have not made the best game in the world.
Yup.
But yeah, J-Hit is doing pretty well here. It looks like J-Hit just got a treasure and went in one of the doors. What are we doing here?
He also has 5 lives, which is really good.
Jeez, yeah.
Honestly, he just needs to go in here, and then the boss is in here, if I remember correctly.
True. By the way, somebody did ask if we've ever seen players get to a problem level and never get past it, like all of them, and yeah, that happens. Welcome to Kusog7ande.
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, what we do is we judge progress based off of people's best attempts. And for a stage that is as linear as this minecart stage, it's honestly very easy to judge how far they made it. I mean, you'd have to go and watch it again, but, you know, it's definitely a very clear line in the sand that they've gotten up to. Oh, no, Tina, you just hit the fat man. You can't hit the fat man.
Right.
I use that endearingly. I'm a fat man. It's not fine to hit the fat man, okay? Don't do it.
Well, one good thing is that I have been losing weight, so.
Oh, geez, you're so skinny, Mike. When I ran into a GDQ or SGDQ, whatever GDQ,
Q.
One of those.
The Q and GDQ.
Yeah, but yeah, you've lost a lot of weight, which honestly, I think that it's up to individual people if they want to, and if it helps make you feel physically better and it's a positive thing, then that's fan-freaking-tastic. No, you know, and I know that it seems like you've been feeling a lot better lately as well, so that's good. I'm happy about it.
Okay, so here's the boss. Now, I don't really know how closely this game follows the movie. I've heard the movie itself is kind of a mess.
No way.
I know, right? Being the movie that bankrupted them. I heard production was like super long and the plot is just really stupid and not very coherent. I remember watching a YouTube video about this movie like years ago, and yeah, it was basically saying that the production just had tons of problems and the movie is just not good.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. And I do like that there's at least a variety of pirates. Like, we've got Mr. Chain Arm here. He's just got a chain for an arm.
Yep.
Yeah, we had, pirate with an axe gun. I think that as soon as you start like replacing body parts, the more creativity you can throw into the game or movie, the better. I fully support. I don't think I would have a chain arm, but I would definitely have like a replaceable arm where I could put on like hooks or cannons or pull a Barrett. That'd be cool.
I mean, that's true, but when you start doing that whole body modification stuff, you could end up with some creation, like a Rob Liefeld creation, like Cable, and with tons of pockets and not very well drawn, and teeny tiny feet.
Wait, why would I have feet on my missing arm? I could just walk around. I wouldn't even have to use my real arms. I could use my robot hand feet. Ugh. Okay. Simultaneously useful and really creepy. I don't know how to feel about that, Mike. But at the same, like, I think that, like, if we got to the point where, like, I had a limb that stopped working and I had the ability to get it replaced with some really cool robotic features, I absolutely would. I would love to be a cyborg at some point. Yeah.
So you'd love to be a cyborg, okay?
Yeah. Actually, I have said this before on stream, and I'll say it again. If I end up as a head in a jar for like a couple hundred years, as long as I know I'm going to be able to have a mechanical body later, I'm cool with that.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, and J-Hit got one shot by the cannonball, and his game over.
No!
J-Hit made some very good progress, though.
Yeah, it's... Even though J-Hit might not be able to get back there, the big question is, will anybody else be able to? I think we're going to see 2 or 3 people make it there at least.
The last time we had this, I remember at least 2 people making it there. However, I don't think they made it this early, so J-Hit might be making more progress since he seems to have the minecart level, well memorized.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put an asterisk. Like, as long as you can put my head in a jar and remove the depression from the brain inside that, then heck yeah, I will live in a jar. I will live the happiest head in a jar life. The minecart level, it's like they pull out the bongos.
Nasarius is doing pretty well.
Dragus Cloud has figured out how to pick up the 1-up. Very nice. Yeah, let's see if Tina is able to get through this again. Nasarius, I think, is going to be the next one to get through the minecart stage.
Yeah.
Due to taking his time. Oh,
okay. He has to go down. No. I knew when he paused there, he was going to get hit by that.
He was too high up.
Well, not only was he too high up, I think if he even paused a little later and was able to see the rock, I don't think he would have had time to dodge.
I think you're probably right. It just takes way too long to change lanes.
Your minecart moves up and down very slowly, and it moves really fast toward the end of the level.
Better hurry, the guards will be here soon. Yeah, everybody, you thought the Tasmania minecarts were bad. Like, out of any of the versions, there are a lot of Tasmanias out there. No.
There are a lot of Tasmanias.
No, this is bad. This is a bad minecart level.
That and the Rocky and Bullwinkle one for Genesis and Super Nintendo is also very bad.
I think that I like that better than this one, though.
Yeah, no, I like that better than this one because, like, that one at least feels more interactive and there's more you can do. This one's just up and down. It's kind of mind-bending.
Yeah. At the same time, like, I don't know if I necessarily like this game better than Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah. So worth noting that J-Hit aced the minecarts again. And that last
Tina's through!
With the fat guy on the bottom and the rock on the bottom, and then you got to suddenly go down. That's the last part, and Tina got through it. So here's the thing. Even though J-Hit is well in the lead, Tina, more people getting through. There's definitely time for people to catch up because, we're less than halfway through this match.
This is really impressive. Yeah.
And it doesn't take that long to get through the minecart once you know how to get through it. It's just knowing how to get through it the first time.
Yeah, the biggest thing, like, as long as Tina doesn't forget the lessons that she learned in the minecart, she'll be able to do it again. It's just, don't delete any notes that you took. Make sure that they're still visible if you took notes, and if you didn't take notes, then at least, like, really, really make sure you remember the pattern, because it doesn't change ever. Yeah, we've got plenty of time left, and considering that all of these players took second place in their first match, I'm not too surprised we have 3 players through the minecart.
Very nice.
Yeah, Nesarius is there as well. Mike, we might see more progress in this game than we've ever had on Kusog7ande.
I know, because I think the most progress we've seen is that horse-drawn carriage bit with the cannonballs.
I think so. We might have seen a little bit after that, but I don't know. This is going to be fun. I'm so glad we gave this to like a fairly high-scoring match so we could see what happens in the game. Maybe it's also just because this is Super Nintendo and not Genesis, you know, the superior console.
I mean, yeah, because that really matters for Cutthroat Island. A very superior game.
They're taking all the advantage of that mode 7. That's the only mode I know about. They're not using it that much. Nope. Little parallax. Not much, like a hint of parallax. It's like
it's a dash.
Somebody's like, yeah, we put some saffron in this rice, and you're like, I guess.
So it is worth noting that even though they're kind of past, you know, one of the worst parts of the game doesn't really get any easier or any less mean. There's a lot of ages where it's just like a lot of branching paths, and if you don't take the right one, then you can easily get lost for a while. And there's still plenty of like one-hit kills or just big damage moves that can hit you. And yeah, as Dragon Hero Zero has mentioned, all 4 players have cleared the minecarts.
That's amazing, Mike. We've never seen this before. All 4 players getting past the minecarts. Not only but before the half-hour mark.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely a very competitive match.
Yeah.
I mean, even though J-Hit significantly has the lead, there is chance for the other players to catch up. And even if they don't, there's still the other 3 players are still very close to each other.
Yeah. I love this. This is going to be so good. By the way, chat, I see Wobbly Python said that what makes this game so rubbish, actually, maybe the runners are just making it look good, but it do look good. And I would say that graphics do not a good game make. Like, graphics can do a lot to make a game tolerable, as can music, but no, the beat 'em up sections are kind of unpredictable whether or not you're going to take damage. Honestly, a lot of the moves that the enemies have, they just do not have enough warning that they're going to do a move. You know, there's not a what's it called, telegraphing?
Yeah, they're just not telegraphed enough, and like they'll sometimes just like go through your attacks, and it doesn't really make sense why.
Yeah. Get off! Okay, there goes the guy.
There's just a lot of cheap hits and instant deaths, like the cannonball.
Yeah.
Fortunately, J-Hit dodged the first one, but and you have to not get hit by those poles, or else they'll just push you off the carriage like that.
I love it. This is so good. Honestly,
and that's the worst part. Like, J-Hit was knocking off an enemy instantly with the jump attack, but then the pole came and just screwed him over.
Yeah, I'd say that in general, falling off of a carriage going this speed wouldn't really be that big of a deal unless you like landed directly on your head. You're probably gonna get a few scratches and bruises, maybe if you get unlucky a broken limb, but you're not gonna die probably. J-Hit, no!
Don't try to knock off the enemies by jumping. I know it's fast.
Well, it looks like Tina is on to her last life. Currently, Dragus Cloud as well. Nesarius has 1 extra life. Tina just trying to stay alive. I wonder who's going to make it to the boss next. It should happen soon. By the way, there are a lot of extra rooms that you can go in here, and while they can sometimes feel like a waste of time or a waste of life, there can be some bonuses in some rooms.
Yeah, there's sometimes like extra lives and the like in side rooms.
Tina currently in second, making it to the boss. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. He just runs away. And it's time for Chain Man. Whoa, that combo! Did you hear that, Mike?
What?
The chain man jumped at Tina and hit her like 5 or 6 times with that jump attack. Just
I heard the part at least.
That was so good.
Like Tina says, what are those meaty? And for those of you not familiar with fighting game lingo, meaty is a move that you do like when someone's getting up. So like the latter part of your move hits, so you have like frame advantage, even if it's blocked. So you can establish some pressure in your opponent. And yeah, no, that chain guy, he has the meaties.
Oh, he did. I like.
Okay.
You know, I feel like you should free all the prisoners in here. Like,
Yep.
why are you just leaving them? This is dumb. This is Cutthroat Island. Odds are, if you free somebody, like, they're not really enjoying life whacking all these rocks. They would probably help you if you just got them freed. Come on. Unless one of the chain guy, the pirate with the chain arm is one of these guys in the prison. Like, because they all got chains. Maybe you did free chain arm guy. And,
all right, well,
yeah.
chain arm guy just owned Nasarius, so
perfect.
So Tina and Nasarius are basically tied right now.
Yeah, in general, because you can't really see enemy health bars too well, it does come to a tie. Although, in this case, the bosses do have health bars, and
yeah, the bosses have health bars. So if they both get to boss, then we can go by boss health. But yeah, if they both get to a similar section, then we'll just have to go by who got there first.
Oh yeah. Which the chain arm guy, I believe, was a boss that has a health bar. So if it came down to a tie between those two for second and third, then we could look at the length of the health bar and determine it then. By the way, Mr. E2Me, thank you for that gift sub, and thank you everybody else who has supported. I don't talk about it too much during the stream because I want to focus on the game, but it is much appreciated. Now, J-Hit, getting back into the level. Honestly, I think J-Hit is getting consistent enough that he can get to the carriage and just grind out more and more attempts. The thing is, it could be beneficial to rack up a little bit of a score early on, because the manual does say 30,000 points, you get a continue. And
yeah,
a continue would make a huge difference.
It would, but J-Hit is only a third of the way there, and you seem to get like only a couple of points for hitting the enemies and only 100 or a couple hundred points for defeating the enemies. So I'm not sure there's enough for him to kill him at this stage.
I don't know. There was the treasure to the left there. I would at least keep that in mind, though, that like if you get to a part where you're somewhat close to an extra continue, just taking a little extra time with things that aren't going to murder you and getting those extra points.
Yep.
But that said, I don't know. Dragus Cloud is back into this level as well, picking up one of the extra swords here. There are sword pickups, aren't there?
Yeah, there are weapon pickups.
Do they actually help? I know that, like, J-Hit picked up a bomb and threw it, and it pretty much just killed the enemies in one hit, but I'm not sure about the various swords.
I think the projectile weapons are very, very good, but they have very limited uses.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not really sure.
Tina is through the minecart stage without losing a life. That is big. Good. Yeah, I think that if the players are able to get, like, a projectile weapon and bring it into the boss room against Chain Boy, that could be useful. But I don't know if you can switch out weapons, because if you can't, you would probably still have to take on the normal mobs that show up first, and, oh, jeez. And then you'd be out of your weapon anyway. It wouldn't matter. But yeah, that's something that I would keep in mind. If you have something that is overpowered and you can store it and save it till the boss, you should do that.
That's what J-Hit is doing with this, as someone in the chat mentioned, oversized musket. Or oversized pistol.
Oh, I like it. Oh, here's Chainman. Ooh, Chainman doing a jump attack, and J-Hit just shot him in the face. Except that
he can block.
He can block your bullets? Well, that's not cool. Actually,
he must have
so
strong chain to be able to do that.
I mean, bullets are made of metal, chains are made of metal, and I don't imagine the guns from Pirate Times are going to be the best guns out there.
Okay. J-Hit is now fighting his doppelganger, who seems to be completely owning him. But when someone was asking why this game looked bad, it's fights like this where it's just like, what do you do? I mean, you can block, but they don't. Even if you block, they don't give like very specific windows where you can counterattack.
Oh, geez. Yeah. The biggest thing is that if you have enemies that are a little bit better at dodging or blocking attacks, and there are other mobs in the same room, like, getting them separated is going to be helpful, because even if you can technically kill the weaker mobs, having a strong dude grouped up with them to whack you is just a recipe for disaster.
Right. Okay, J-Hit is now staying grounded for taking care of the enemies. Learned his lesson from last time.
By the way, Tina has learned a rushing attack, and that seems to help a lot. Oh no! Come on, J-Hit! Don't die! Come on! Yeah, knock them off the carriage. This is like the Indiana Jones game where you're riding the tank, if you remember that.
I don't.
Oh, it was on... I don't remember which Indiana Jones game, but there's one where you ride a tank, and if you fall off, you die, and all of the enemies, if you knock them off, they instantly die. But then even though you die falling off, you're required to at one point, because if you don't, you do die. And there we go, J-Hit is through the carriage level onto the harbor?
Very nice. What is... Okay.
Yeah, suplex.
I think this is the farthest that anyone has made it in a Kusog7ande match, so...
Yeah, I did not recognize this. I'm really amazed by J-Hit. This is great. And yeah, J-Hit is currently at 23,000 points. It is 30,000 for continue, so... It's possible, but not super likely. J-Hit is ducking under the axe bullets, so that is helpful. Just take it slow. You don't have a timer. Oh, stage clear. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay. Harbor's not really difficult. Mutiny.
Okay. Mutiny.
25,000 points moving on to Mutiny.
But yeah, if J-Hit gets a continue, that's huge, because then it means he gets to make even more progress, which, if he clears this stage, that is looking possible.
Yeah, I think that it might take a stage clear in order to get enough points for a continue. Not impossible, though. How many levels are even in this game? Let me take a look.
Oh, there's a lot. There's at least 10 or 12. And there's one near the end of the game that's just a total maze.
Oh no, Mike, why? I mean, you didn't give this game out, I did, but...
Well, I gave it out previously, so... And also, as well as J-Hit is doing, I'm not sure he'll make it that far, because that's like the second or third to last stage in the game.
Yeah, I'm seeing after Mutiny, we have Jungle, Cliff, Treasure Chamber, Cliff, Cove, Sea Battle. So 6 levels after where J-Hit made it, and that is a game over, back to the beginning. But still, a good enough attempt that It's
Great
very
progress.
difficult for other people to beat J-Hit, I would say.
Yeah,
But-
not only that, but J-Hit still has a chance to make more progress because I don't think it's going to take him 20 minutes to catch up to where he was.
Yeah, I don't think so. By the way, I think that besides J-Hit, all of the other players have made it to stage
Chain
3
Guy.
and made it to Chain Guy. Tina Hacks appear to have made it there first. You can see how much health is remaining, and I'm not exactly sure how much damage has been dealt. So if none of the three can make it past Chain Guy, it's going to be a three-way tie that we'll have to go back and review who did the best.
Yep.
Oh, Radamaford is saying that Nasarius defeated the Chain Guy one time. Okay. This is why we have people watching who are better than the commentators.
And also paying attention.
I mean, we gotta look up pirate facts, like, do pirates have guns and axes?
Yeah, I don't know. But J-Hit seems to have gone away from his keyboard, or now he's restarting. I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay, I'm taking a look. I do not see any gun axes. Sorry, internet says probably not.
No,
but they
axes.
would use axes. Pirates did use axes. Very convenient. Considering it was late 1600s, early 1700s, that appeared to be some of the big eras. Like, that was the Blackbeard era, early 1700s. Flintlock pistols would definitely be something used, and lots of swords. Can't beat an old sword in the 1700s, you know? Well, Tina currently on stage 3. I do like that the players are getting much better at the minecart stage, and you know, they've worked enough at it that they are able to get through it fairly consistently.
Whoa, J-Hit almost crashed into a rock there.
You know, one other thing that kind of offends me with the minecart is how much uphill you go in this without stopping or slowing down. That's not how minecarts work, okay? Literally, minecarts rely on gravity.
This is true, and the big uphills make even less sense.
I mean, if you got powered redstone rails, then maybe you can do it, but that didn't even have any rails. If this were Minecraft, they would move like 2 blocks and they're done. They're just not moving anymore, okay? Minecarts don't move on dirt that well. Just saying, Minecraft more accurate than Cutthroat Island. Not sure that's unexpected, though. Oh. Okay, Tina currently fighting Hammerman. He's got a good hammer.
Yeah, so what you're saying is the reason why Minecraft is better than Cutthroat Island is because the mine carts...
Physics are more realistic, yeah.
Right, okay.
Even taking out the factor of, like, powering the rails with magic. Actually, if you keep those in, it still is more realistic than Cutthroat Island. Oh, Tina! Chainman! He's just wrecking you. Oh, good roll into the Chainman. Okay. But how do you deal with them otherwise? Okay, another roll. Good. Yeah, right now it appears that Nasarius is in second. Tina probably third place. Dragus Cloud appears to be in fourth. Tina getting a game over right there. Ooh.
Yeah. However, Dragus Cloud has 6 lives right now. So there's a good chance he can make some good progress. And yeah, and Nasarius is on the Matthew Modine character, Doppelganger.
Oh my gosh, I'm happy. Today's a good day, Mike. And like we've had a lot of Kusog7ande lately, and it just makes me extremely happy. Also, I'm glad that over at GDQ's channel, we've been able to have the grudge matches. I don't know if you've caught any of those, but
I did catch the Ernest Evans one.
oh, what did you think of that? Did you have fun?
I did have fun in the ways they experienced the game.
Oh yeah. Well, one thing is that like what I really like about that is that we're able to hear live commentary and reactions to what's happening, and they're just absolutely shocked the entire time. It was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, Ernest Evans is a treasure, national treasure. Oh, look, Nesarius is on the minecart stage.
Yep.
Not the minecart, the cart, the carriage.
Right. So Dragus Cloud has a bunch of lives for the chain guy. So let's see how he handles it.
Ah! There goes Nesarius.
Oh no, Nesarius died pretty fast.
It's fine.
I mean, to
like
be
Dragus
honest,
Cloud, I think Dragus Cloud may be able to beat Chain Guy. Look at this health. It's
Yeah.
going down. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
it's
surprised
going
if we
down.
see the carriage on Dragus
Yeah.
Cloud's screen as well.
Okay. Now he's on to the doppelganger.
Oh my gosh. Except that not really a doppelganger when it's... I mean, I guess it is a doppelganger, just not your doppelganger.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's wearing different shirt as well. It's like sort of gray, purple. I don't know. Is that gray or purple? I'm a little colorblind, Mike. It's
it's purple.
okay. Okay.
The guy's shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dragus Cloud just doing the safe poking strat and works out well. J-Hit trying to jump forward, not working so well.
And there we go. We are on to the carriage stage. We have 3 out of 4 of our players who have made it there. Tina Hack still in last, now in last, yeah.
If Dragus Cloud dies to the first pole, he will still make more progress, ouch, than Nesarius, simply because he has lives. Okay, yeah, he's made more progress. Even though he's died on every single possible, one-hit death so far.
Dragus Cloud is very upset about that. Typing in chat, good game here. Nesarius says, I am exhausted.
I don't blame him. This game is pretty exhausting. I do think they have a chance for one last push, but they have to do it fast.
Yeah, honestly, though, I think Nesarius is in a pretty solid second place.
No, Dragus Cloud is in second place.
Did Dragus Cloud pass Nesarius up during
Dragus
that?
Cloud passed Nesarius during the auto scroller.
Okay.
Dude, he just due to the fact that he had more lives going in the stage.
Oh.
So after he died to the first pole, he still had another life.
It's
so
like by default, Dragus Cloud could not die fast enough to be in third place.
I don't know. He almost did it because he also got hit by the first cannonball. So
well, I mean, let's be real here. You get hit by a cannonball, you usually lose a life. That's just nature.
That is true. The laws of physics,
The laws of physics are natural. Physics are nature. I think. I mean, I feel like nature was made by physics and that, I don't know at all.
Yeah. Well, it is worth noting that J-Hit is back where he game over, and he has 2 lives this time. So he actually has and he has more points this time, so he has a decent chance of getting an extra life.
Yeah, I think that all of the players have 1 or 2 more solid attempts for making progress, though J-Hit has made so much progress. This might be his last attempt to get more. Doesn't really matter, though. What the players are trying to do is establish their high watermark, make the best attempt that they have. And if J-Hit doesn't make more progress, I honestly doubt anybody is going to be able to pass him.
Yeah, it's pretty much set in stone that J-Hit is in first. Like no one can pass him at this point. But it's really a matter of who gets second, third, and fourth.
Boo, boo, boo. Oh, what a video game.
Yep.
Do you have any, like, do you like pirates, Mike? Are you a fan of pirate media, pirates in media? Is this something that, like, you watch a lot of? I don't know. What kind of movies are you into? Pirate-specific movies?
Pirate movies, I could take it or leave them. I mean,
okay.
I'm not like anti-pirate movie, but I'm not like big into them either.
Okay, you're like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm very neutral when it comes to pirates in media.
Exactly.
Okay.
It is worth noting that I'm pretty sure J-Hit has 30,000 points. So
holy crap! I don't know this place.
This stage is the first maze in the game. You can either beat it very fast, or you can get owned really fast by the quicksand. I think you have to mash jump to get out of it.
Oh my gosh, we talked about quicksand during the stream yesterday, Mike. It's so much fun to play with, and that's why it's deadly.
Oh no, he jumped! He tried to do a dashing jump, but he jumped right in. Okay, he's out. He's out.
Oh, look at this cute monkey. Oh, deadly monkey. Never mind.
Oh, the monkey's the deadliest enemy in the game. That's half his health.
How? How is the monkey dealing so much damage? Oh my gosh, get away, get away.
Get away. Monkey Island is making its return here.
Yeah. We're gonna have a Shishka, whatever this character's name is. One of my favorite jokes in Monkey Island is that you run into some skeletons that are on pikes, and the first one you say Shishka Bob, and then go to the next one Shishka Joe, and the third one is Shishka Larry.
Oh, hey. So, did Nefarious? Okay, I was about to say, so Nefarious has to make it past where Dragon's Cloud is, which is doable. If he jumps over the first pole and then makes a bit of progress there, he'll do it. But if he gets hauled by the first cannonball or the first pole, he's done.
Jay hit death from fall damage. I don't like that.
Okay. Okay. Nefarious, jump over. Jump over. Okay, Nefarious is in second now. He has made more progress. Nice. Okay, but the third pole owned him, so he made it to the third pole. Now, Dragon's Cloud still has a chance, and so does Tina. As long as they make it to past the third pole, they can overtake Nefarious.
And Tina getting close to the boss stage and has 3 extra lives. And Tina is also learning how to deal with these mobs without taking too much damage. You know, killing the weak ones first, definitely the right idea. You do not want a group of pirates. What do you even call a group of pirates? This isn't a joke, by the way. Like
pirates,
a crew, a group of pirates,
yeah,
a crew. Okay,
well, but a crew implies they have a captain. So if they don't have a captain,
well, what kind of pirate are you if you don't have a captain? You're just a marauder at that point. Stuck on land, you landlubber. You're a marauder.
Okay, Tina using gun strats. It's proving very effective.
Yeah, gun strats. Come on. Do you have no more gun with Tina still has a gunshot left, but I think she's trying to save it.
But the gun, and also the gun's kind of slow, so
that too. Okay, on to the not mirror match. Mirror match if you were playing as the dude. And bam, just shooting him right away. I love it. I think Tina's gonna get to the carriage.
Yeah, with at least 2 lives. But it's a question of how quickly does she adapt to the carriage. Because if she gets hit by both the cannonball and the first pole, then she's definitely in fourth. But
yeah.
But if she can get past those, it's really all about her progress that she makes once she makes it to the carriage.
Yeah, like, is she going to be able to kill this pirate before taking another death, though?
I think so.
I think so. She's playing
He
very
has like
carefully.
one or two hits left. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is getting spicy. Tina could move into third or even second, depending on how she does here.
Yep.
I'd say third is very likely. Okay, didn't get hit by the cannonball. That's good.
That's good.
The pole. Okay, the first pole got Tina.
Owner. If she can make it past the third pole.
Okay, second pole done.
She made it past. She's in second.
Yeah, Tina has moved into second place because this game is absolutely
the pirate.
It happens.
Oh, but Dragus Cloud has his chance, so we have to see how well Dragus Cloud does here.
Okay, Dragus Cloud, can you do this? You've got 2 lives. Good jumps there.
Okay. Didn't get hit by the cannonball. Let's see what happens with the third pole. Doesn't die. If he makes it past this pole, okay, now he's in second. He's definitely in second.
Okay, I love all the back and forth happening here. This is way too dramatic.
I know, right? For Cutthroat Island.
Yeah. People in chat are asking,
bomb, so.
How many points do the players have? They have 7 points at this. So nobody's getting eliminated. It's just if they do not make enough progress, it's going to be very difficult for them to get past round 3. I'm really... they're doing great.
Yeah, they all did really well. So that puts Jay Hit in first, Dragus Cloud in second, Tina Hacks in third, and Asterius in fourth.
Yeah.
However, if Asterius makes it through this part quickly enough, he might have one last chance, but it's going to be really tight.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see Tina being able to get back to where she was. It's very close to the end. I'm going to go ahead and do one quick refresh for all the streams to make sure everybody is synced up as much as possible. So
Makes sense.
Little bit of an interruption right there, everybody. That's okay. We do this as seamlessly as possible, which, or sometimes we have a few seams. It's fine.
Yeah.
Can't have good pants without seams.
Okay, this is going to be very close for Asterius. He's going to shoot the gun? He has more gun.
There's 4 lives here. Asterius is not using the gun.
Yeah. So the fear is not the lives. The fear is if he has enough time to even make it to the point where Dragus Cloud got to.
Yeah,
which
you just
I'm not
gotta kill
100%
this
sure
dude
where
right
it was.
now. But still, Asterius has a good chance of moving from 4th to 3rd, passing Tina up. Like, I feel like these players should not feel bad at all about taking first, second, third, or fourth. Everybody has done well. J-Hit, feel great about your first. The rest, it's really just who got to the carriage stage with enough lives to survive. And Asterius getting there with 4 lives, I think there's a very good chance Asterius is going to move into second place here.
Okay, as long as he makes it past this, actually, no, he's in second, pretty much guaranteed, because, as long as he makes it past this top pole.
Kicked off. Kicked off. That's okay, though. So, that is second place.
No, that's third place. I don't exactly know how far Dragus Cloud made it is the issue.
I do like Asterius's pause strats. They are paying off here.
Yes, they are paying off big time. I think Asterius is in second.
I'm pretty dang sure that is second place, yeah.
Yeah, this seems pretty solidly in second.
And there we go. I forgot to hit the timer, but that is indeed time. I was so into this, Mike.
Yeah, that was a super close match with a lot of lead changes.
Oh my gosh, so much drama. especially in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, Nefarious is in second. I don't think Dragon's Cloud made it that far.
Let me say, everyone except for J-Hit got to second place in the last 10-ish minutes. Maybe even last 5-ish minutes.
Yeah. So, it's what? Nefarious, Dragon's Cloud, then Tina Hacks, I think?
Yeah.
Third and fourth, yeah.
So I will let them know. I'm inviting J-Hit to come and chat. And yeah, if J-Hit wants to come and talk about the experience here, this was an amazing showcase in this game. And honestly, like, all of the players should feel good about it. Let's see.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and let them know. Nefarious second, Dragon's Cloud third, and Tina Hacks fourth. Okay, bringing J-Hit in. Hello there, J-Hit, and congratulations, you took the victory today.
Cool.
Oh my gosh,
How's it
that
going?
was going great. That was probably the most intense match of Cutthroat Island I have seen this entire, we've had 7 years of Kusog7ande. We've had this game quite a few times. This was fun. For me.
That game's not bad, There's it's really the minecart stage I thought was terrible at first, but it's actually pretty simple. The carriage stage I still don't understand. Yeah.
It's trial and error.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, you got used to the minecart stage super quickly. Like, that really amazed me. What helped you there? How did you get through it that quickly? Like, what strategy did you have?
I really just kind of guessed at first, and then used the different objects as like my tells on when to switch lanes, really, and I just kind of repeated them in my head the whole time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering if some of the other players took notes or something, because that was something that I speculated doing. Nefarious used pause strats, actually. That was really cool to see, especially on the carriage. That got Nefarious from fourth to second.
Yeah, exactly. They would have been so good on the carriage. The carriage is rough.
The carriage is rough. It's very cheap.
Yeah.
In fact, that was the stage that kind of owned everyone the last match. You've gotten by far the farthest in any of the times this game has been in Kusog7ande. Also, you have now learned that monkeys are the strongest ever.
Yeah, what is up with the monkeys, man?
I don't know. They just come and they ruin life. Like, he was so
also
small and just wrecked your health.
If it makes you feel any better, the stage after the one you're in is an even bigger maze.
Oh boy.
No.
with more chances to die from fall damage.
The fall damage thing surprised me so much. I was like, okay, I don't know how to get out of the quicksand at all, so I just went for the jump off the branch, and I just instantly died.
Yeah. I have to ask, have you ever actually encountered quicksand in real life? I feel like I'm the only person I know who has.
I have not.
And it was fun to play with, and that's why they really try to drive it into kids' heads that quicksand is dangerous, because it's fun. And if we didn't have all of this anti-quicksand propaganda, there would probably be a lot more kids in trouble. Anyways, Jay, yeah, we had never seen anybody get past the minecart stage, so just the amount of progress that you got past, or not the minecart, the carriage stage. So the vast amount of progress that you made was just shocking. I loved it. It was a fantastic watch. Thank you for helping us see more of what this game has to offer, which is still misery, but it was enjoyable misery for me.
Thanks for giving the game out.
Yeah, I have to ask, are you streaming over at your channel or participating in anything else?
I am streaming on my channel. I'm currently going through all of the Dragon Quest games. currently on number 6, and I've been doing the Japan only MMO as well. So
wait, Japan only MMO? Which one's that?
that would be Dragon Quest X. It is a mainline game, much like how they do.
Oh yeah, that was for the original Wii, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was probably very popular in Japan and no presence in the US.
Yeah, it's really cool so far. I'm not super far into it, but it's been enjoyable so far.
That's great to hear. Yeah, since everybody here is talking about Final Fantasy XIV and how much they love it, including myself.
And there's a free trial.
And there's a free trial.
Dragon Quest X is currently on patch 6.2 as well.
No, do not say those numbers to me, okay? Those are curse numbers. Mike, I have yelled a whole bunch about how people refer to patch numbers when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, and it's currently an ongoing joke, so the fact that Dragon Quest is at the same patch number is just special.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Shayhit. Mike, I'm glad that you came and chilled. I'm glad that you were able to put aside a little time to come and laugh about Cutthroat Island, and hopefully we can drag you in every once in a while to come and have a good time.
Yep.
Okay, I'll see both of you later. Take care, friends.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Mike.